Alright, this is my 2013 Honda Accord EX. I recently did a face swap for a 2016 through 2017 front bumper, and I posted some pictures in a Facebook group and an Instagram group for the 9th Gen Accords, and I had a bunch of people asking me how I did this. I didn't even know it was possible. So I'm just here to show how I did it. It's pretty much a bolt-on for the most part, but there's a few modifications that you do have to do. Most of the clips are the same, except for this one over here. I think my clip was broken, so this might not be the same, but I had to drill a small hole in there and use a zip tie to hold it. Otherwise, it's all pretty much exactly the same. Same clips over here, same one screw right there. So that's pretty much all the same. The bottom grill and the fog lights, they were a little tricky, mostly because I think I got aftermarket parts, and they, you get what you get. You get what you pay for, pretty much. This bottom middle grill, that was pretty easy to put on for the most part. I had to do some finagling on both sides over there to get it to see properly, but these fog lights gave me hell. I had to pretty much make a rubber seal that goes around it to fill a gap because they were like an inch off. I should have followed the reviews, and they said this, and I was hoping it was just maybe a user error, but no, these are definitely not the right fog lights. Or they are, but just not good. And about those two is you have to make your own harness, which is pretty easy. What I did was I bought a extension cable for a H10 halogen connector, and I chopped off the male part. Or actually, no. I chopped off the female part, and then I wired it to the connector that came with these, and pretty much just taps into the existing harness in there, because I didn't want to chop up anything on the car that's OEM. Like, nah, I don't like doing that. So I made my own harness. It was pretty straightforward. It's just two wires, and after that, it's pretty much plug and play. And if you get OEM ones, make sure to get the harness with that, because they probably won't come with the extra harness, because these are designed for the 2016s through 2017s base model that didn't come with the fog lights as like a conversion kit, but you can also use it as like a replacement. But just don't get the aftermarket ones, they suck. So that's pretty much it on the fog lights. Coming up here to the top grill, I did use my old grill. I painted it black. I think I could have done a 2017 grill and just made the whole car look like a 2017 Accord, but I want to keep it unique, I guess. I know I've seen other cars do this as well, that pretty much do the same thing I have. They have the 2017 bumper with the 2013 through 2015 grill, but not very many people do that. So I went ahead and did that. I left that alone, because if I got the new grill, I would have to change these out, and these are already brand new. I've only had them for a few months, and those are expensive, so I'm not going to get ones just for a grill, and I think it gives it some personality. So I'm going to keep that pretty much as that. What else? Oh yeah, okay, so small caveat to having the old grill is, see this right here, this piece of plastic. I had to sacrifice a 9.5 gen or 2017 grill and chop off this bottom piece of plastic that clips into the bumper with a an oscillating saw, I believe it's called. You can pretty much use anything to cut it off, but I cut it off, and that's literally just to fill this gap, because if not, there would be like a little gap and you can see the actual metal bumper plastic thingy behind it. So yeah, and then this, since it doesn't have the original mounting ones like the old bumper over there, here I can actually show you. It doesn't have these. It has a little clips, kind of like this, but it comes out and around, and that's what that plastic piece that I had to sacrifice from the newer grill. But you don't have these anymore, so basically it kind of just sits on top of it. And what I did was I took a piece of weather stripping rubber for like automotive. I got it at Home Depot. Here's some right here. Took that, cut it to size, and I pretty much ran it across this entire thing, and it sits on top of that, and it keeps it from rattling. It's pretty solid. There's still clips at the top that keeps it in place, so it's not going to go anywhere. The hood also holds it down, so I'm pretty confident that's not going to go anywhere, and you can't even really tell. So I think that's about it, honestly, when it comes to the conversion. For the most part, the chassis are the same from the 2013 to 2015 to the 2016 to 2017 facelift. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could even, if you wanted to do the front grille all new, you need new headlights and maybe a new hood, because on the newer ones they have this like little lip they got going on right here that goes down. That doesn't exist. It's smooth all the way around and goes across. Also, if you're questioning like why my paint kind of looks weird, we had rock chips and I tried patching that, and I'm probably gonna redo it. But yeah, that's how you would do that. And then you would need the new fog lights because it has like a notch right here that goes across. And I think that's about it. You know, I was just making this video because no one else on YouTube has really made a video about it. I did see one video on this gray Accord. I probably have him in the link description, or oh my gosh, I can't speak. In the description below, I'll have his link. He kind of just showed a time lapse of him doing. He didn't really describe the little tweaks that you had to do and to get this to really work and look nice. Also, here I can show you with the lights on. There we go. That's how it looks with the lights on. I've done a full LED conversion on these headlights as well. So I got the DRLs at the bottom, which are from the aftermarket ones, because usually the EX doesn't have that. It has these ones right here as your DRLs, and this is your parking light, but I got the conversion kit for that. So that's all cool, fancy, awesome. Then I also got the switchback LEDs in here. Here, I can show those to you actually. Switch those on. And then put on my hazards. Actually, it's not a really good example because now they're both blinking. But you saw before, those were white, and they switched the orange or amber when you have your blinker on. I end up wanting to get the sequential ones over here. Some other things I did to this car, if you're curious, is I got the aftermarket taillights. I think they look cool. They're all sequential. I got a little teeny spoiler thing, got the red badge. I blacked this out. I pretty much got all LEDs. This whole car is LED conversion. There's no more halogens anywhere on this car. I got the window visors. Those things kind of suck. I'm probably gonna get some new ones. I got the badges blacked out. Actually, I put a dual exhaust on this car as well. The EXs usually come with the one pipe over here, and I went to a scrapyard and found a 2017 that was just absolutely total on the front, and I robbed the exhaust off it and put it on here, which it looks pretty cool and it sounds a bit better. Ignore these rims. I'm gonna replace them. I don't like them. I just painted them black temporarily just to get me by. Shut up. There we go. I also replaced the gauge cluster from that same salvage yard one because it was a Sport SE special edition. So I got the red gauge cluster, which I think looks pretty cool. I got the red badge right here. Also got the metal brake and gas, which I think look pretty cool. I got this blacked out here. I pretty much repainted this because it's kind of damaged. I think previous owner, because this is used to me. It's new, but you know, used. Like yeah, I think they spilled something, or they had some laying on here that just vibrated over time and scratched it up. So I repainted it with a black bumper, like matte repair or whatever. It looks great. It holds up well. I polished all this and whatnot. And then I also got this black trim from that same junk car, which I think just, you know, it looks nice. I like it. And I think that's about it when it comes to the mods I've done to this car. I mean, I've done quite a bit of maintenance under the hood, I can tell you that. Like, I have a whole list of stuff in my gallery. Anyways, I've been rambling on too much. This video is supposed to be about the bumper. That's pretty much how you do the bumper. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, just leave in the comments below and I'll get to you and hopefully have an answer, you know? So, that's all.